Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a post-fight episode for UFC Fight Night, Machida versus Anders. This was a pretty good UFC Fight Night in Brazil on Fox Sports 1. Wow. The co-main event, there was a lot of controversy. I didn't really see too big of a controversy. I mean, Mario Yamasaki could have stopped it when Shevchenko had top position and was pounding her, but I mean, we could debate this all night. Anyhow, so there's a post-fight rundown of the main card, and let's get started. So the main event was a middleweight clash with Lyoto the Dragon Machida, former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, going up against Eric Anders, who's an up-and-coming top prospect and former LFA champion. Yeah, this was a respectable main event because you got up-and-comer versus a legend. And on my pre-fight show, I picked Machida winning by split decision, and I picked Machida winning by, I believe, a finish. He got a split decision victory here, and I think it was justifiable. I mean, he was sticking and moving against Eric Anders. He would throw a jab and then run around in circles, and then throw a jab and run around in circles. And some people may be upset with that, but it's a good game plan, and if it works, it works. And that's it's not, it's not a bad game plan, but nonetheless, it's a game plan, and it worked. And Lyoto the Dragon Machida walks away with a split decision victory, and he needed this win to really keep his career alive. Eric Anders, he'll learn from this loss, and he'll come back bigger, better, stronger. Then in the co-main event, we had a women's flyweight fight with Valentina Shevchenko and Priscilla Cochiera. And Priscilla, I don't think anyone picked her in this fight. Valentina was expected to go in and just pound her out, and she did. She dominated the first round, and then won second round submission rear naked choke. But yeah, there's controversy in Mario Yamasaki's decision to stop it when he did, because a lot of people felt that Valentina was just pounding on her before the choke. But I mean, it's debatable. And Valentina, though, I mean, she looked amazing, and I think she definitely deserves a title shot at flyweight, given she was a top-ranked bantamweight and she's moving down to flyweight. And they're still trying to figure out this whole flyweight division and, who deserves what at this point. I think she would be, she has a good solid case for a title shot. When Nico Montano comes back from makes a full recovery from her injuries and everything. Then in a catchweight bout at 161 pounds, we had Michel Prasares versus Desmond Green. And I picked Prasares on this one, and he won decision unanimous. This was pretty much a stand-up war and good, hard-fought fight. But yeah, there was some good exchanges here, and Michel did a great job, and he's definitely a prospect if he can make weight. He needed to make weight at 155, and he couldn't make the weight. And maybe welterweight will work for him, or maybe it's just a fluke weight cut. Only time will tell. I would like to see him stick around at 155. I think he had a lot of power and energy still, and I think, he could make 155. I mean, he's done it before, and Desmond Green's no slouch. I mean, he pretty much demolished Desmond Green, made it look easy, and Desmond Green is a tough, durable veteran. But his coaches, if they want to move to 170, so be it. But I say why not go with 155. Then in the heavyweight division, we had Timothy Johnson versus Marcelo Golm. I was shocked this one went to a decision. I couldn't believe it. I figured someone's going to get knocked out here, and it would probably be Golm knocking out Timothy Johnson. But yeah, Gome was a big prospect. I believe he was undefeated going into this fight. Timothy Johnson, tough, durable veteran, but it's not like I mean, he could get finished, you know, and I thought Gome would be the guy to do it. And yeah, I was wrong. Timothy Johnson mixed things up and worked the jab on this one and looked good. Then, so yeah, he won unanimous decision. Then in the bantamweight division, we had Douglas Silva de Andrade versus Marlon Vera. And this is one of the few fights I got wrong on the card. I went 8-3 on my picks for this card overall. And this one I got wrong. I thought Marlon Vera would do his thing and win, but he just got dominated every which way. Douglas Silva de Andrade looked amazing and well-rounded skill set-wise, and he won 30-27 across the board, all three judges. Then in the middleweight division, we had Thiago Santos versus Anthony Smith. And yeah, this one I figured, you know, there would be some heavy shots landed on both sides, but yeah, Thiago Santos got it done. I could tell he fed off that Brazilian crowd, and he got TKO finish, body kick and punches round 2. And yeah, Anthony Smith, he hangs in there. I mean, you really got to finish Anthony Smith. I mean, he could come back. We've seen him come back in previous fights. So Thiago Santos getting it done the way he did was pretty impressive. And he got a Fight of the Night bonus along with Anthony Smith, and then performance went to Valentina and Yuri Alcantara, who was on the prelims against Joe Soto. Yeah, overall good card, and stay tuned for my pre-fight in the coming days for UFC 221, Rockhold versus Romero for the interim middleweight championship in the UFC. And until then, I will see ya.